Hi everyone, welcome to my kitchen, and today on Good Mood Food, we're going to be making Arroz Caldo. Arroz Caldo is one of my favorite comfort foods, one of my favorite Chamorro foods, one of the easiest things to make in my opinion. It's a soup slash porridge. I think it's a little bit in between. It's made with chicken, rice, broth, coconut milk. It's savory, creamy, rich, and very comforting when you just need something to warm your stomach. I normally make this when I feel sick. My mom used to make it for me. This is her recipe actually. If you follow her blog, Annie's Chamorro Kitchen, go ahead and check that recipe out. I'll link it down below so you guys can go and see all of her delicious recipes. In Good Mood Food, actually, we're going to be making a lot of the recipes from her blog, so go ahead and check those out. If you have any suggestions on things that I should cook, leave them in the comments below. But without waiting any longer, let's go ahead and get started. For our ingredients, we'll need 1 pound of chicken tenders, 2 cups of rice, some chicken bouillon, some ground ginger, black pepper, achoti powder or annatto powder, 1 onion, some garlic, coconut milk, red pepper flakes, fish sauce, green onions, and 3 eggs. For special equipment, you'll need 1 large pot, a small frying pan, and a small saucepan. The main part of the dish can be made in 1 pot. So first, we're going to heat up some avocado oil in the large soup pot. And while that's heating up, we are going to chop our onions. I'm making our onions small so that they are around the same size as the rice. We are also going to chop the chicken in the same size as well, just to keep everything consistent throughout. Once the oil is heated, you want to saute your onions for around 2 to 3 minutes or until the onions are translucent. While the onion is cooking, I'm going to chop up some chicken. So here I'm just cutting the chicken into smaller strips, and then I'll chop it into even smaller pieces. Like I mentioned before, I want everything to be around the same size just so that everything is consistent throughout. But if your preference is to shred the chicken, you can always cook the chicken as is and boil it together and then shred it at the end. Once you add the chicken to the pot, we're going to start seasoning. So here I'm going to start adding fish sauce. I added around 2 tablespoons, but you can add as little or as much as you like. Most of the seasonings added will be to your preference. Here I'm adding 2 tablespoons of achoti powder and about 2 tablespoons of ginger. Again, you can add as little or as much as you'd like. Then I'm going to mix everything together and let the chicken continue to cook. Here I'm going to add in our chicken bouillon. You want to add in 1 tablespoon per 2 cups of water. So I'm adding about 2 tablespoons here, and then I'm going to add in 4 cups of water later on. Then we're going to add in some black pepper and let the chicken cook all the way through. I almost forgot to add in the garlic. So I have about 2 cloves here, but again, you can use as little or as much garlic as you want. You want to add this in the beginning with the onions just so that the garlic has a chance to cook and get all of that flavor in there. Then I'm going to add 4 cups of water. Next, we're going to add in our 2 cups of rice. I rinsed the rice before adding it in. I recommend rinsing your rice before cooking or adding it into anything, just to get the extra starches or dust that might have been in the bag from earlier out of the rice. Then we're going to stir everything, make sure it's evenly distributed, cover it with a lid, and let the rice cook and the soup thicken. Up next, we're going to start making our toppings. So I have about 4 cloves of garlic here that I'm going to chop in order to fry. Having the crispy garlic pieces on top of the soup is a great addition to the flavor and the depth and the texture and everything. So I highly recommend adding the fried garlic to the top of your soup. We're going to fry this for about 5 minutes. It could take less time, it could take more time, depending on the heat of the oil. So just watch out for it, make sure it doesn't burn, or else you're going to end up with really bitter garlic and you don't want that added to the soup. Once everything has come to a boil, your soup will start to thicken. You want to stir it at this point just to make sure that no rice sticks to the bottom. While that continues to thicken, we are going to make some boiled eggs. I like medium boiled eggs and a runny yolk, so I'm going to cook these eggs for 8 minutes. If you like soft boiled eggs, you're going to cook it for 6 minutes, and for hard boiled eggs, you're going to cook it for 12 minutes. After the time is complete, you're going to want to remove the eggs and place it into cold water in order to stop the cooking. Let the eggs cool completely before peeling off the shell to make sure that it comes off easily. This is what the soup looks like after about 35 minutes. You can see that the rice has absorbed a lot of the liquid and that the soup has thickened significantly. You want to stir, making sure that nothing is sticking to the bottom so that nothing burns. Then we're going to add in our coconut milk, mix this all together so that everything is evenly distributed. And then we're going to bring it back up to a boil before we serve. And here we have our arroz caldo. So I'm going to top mine with chopped garlic, green onions, red pepper flakes, and a medium boiled egg. But add whatever toppings you want to yours. It's really up to you and your preferences. This is one of my favorite Chamorro foods, and I'm definitely going to be cooking more food like this on my Good Mood Food series. So don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so that you never miss when I post a new video. I can't wait to make more for you guys. Bye.